Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. We are very aware of the danger that lurks upon the life of Captain Ibrahim Traoré, and that it has been, there has been at least 20 assassination attempts or deceptions of his government, and we know who is behind these attempts. It has always been that way, from Lumumba to Salvador Allende, Amilcar Cabral to Thomas Sankara, of course, who is here a very a shining light for all of Africa. Actually, all the names that I have just named, and there are hundreds of names, they are all shining stars of Africa, and they show us the way. I was talking last night to a Nigerian friend of mine, but he was telling me that he was talking about me and how long we have been doing this, and there's Simon Inou that is here that has also been very active since 20 years, and a lot of you, or some of you that I recognize, who are also very active. And what happens when we aren't here anymore, when Simon isn't here anymore? Who will be coming to our events to make you know, a recording and to write an article like journaliste extraordinaire Simon Inou does? Yeah, who will be here organizing such events if one day I shouldn't be here anymore? You know, and it's going to happen, and it's something that is going to happen. And if you take Captain Ibrahim Traoré as someone that you could look up to, he knows very well that he might die tomorrow. He knows very well that he might lose his life violently. But still, he does not scare, or he is not afraid of loving his people and loving his country and doing everything that is possible in his power in order to bring an advancement to Burkina Faso, but also to Mali and Niger, who have now formed the AES, l'Alliance des États du Sahel. And this is something that we should really respect. This is something that we should push. This is something that we should support, because for the first time in my lifetime, at least, after I'm over 50 now, so for the first time I have this feeling in my heart, in my soul, that something is changing in Africa. Something is changing with the venue of Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Something changed.
That's right. Yes, that's right.
People in the Congo, yes. Ibrahim! 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 Capitaine! 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 Yes, and since his rise to power, I have a feeling that he has changed the game completely. He is fearless in what he does, in what he says. He has changed the game completely. He is fearless in what he does, in what he says. And he's just not talking about doing, he's actually doing. He is doing, he is looking for new alliances, and the West and Western countries like France and the United States and Germany and all these Western powers are, to say the least, unhappy, because they have in front of them now a proud African, someone that does not back down, someone with a clear vision of where he wants to see his people, his country, and Africa in general, because that is the final goal, is not only to have this alliance between these three countries, but these three countries, Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso, are showing us that it is possible. They are making it possible right now. They might fail. Let's not forget that we have very powerful countries and multinational companies with billions of dollars and private armies that are out to get Tiani, General Goïta, and Captain Ibrahim Traoré. They're out to get them.
But we are more.
But we are more, that's it. They are giving us that hope and that power that we need. We are more. They have tried and they have failed. And they have failed to remove Captain Ibrahim Traoré because the population of Burkina Faso stands behind their leader. If they would not stand behind Ibrahim Traoré, le capitaine, then he would fall in a few months. But he hasn't. He's been there since September 2022. And the population of Burkina Faso is behind him. That is why he cannot fail. Unity is strength. Unity is strength. And they are showing us that unity is possible and unity is strength. And this is what we need. We shouldn't forget that what they are doing is leading the way, and we should also follow through. Not only come here, and I'm so grateful that you are here, not only come and or post on social media or talk. It's important to talk about it. It's important to pass the message. It's important to raise awareness. It's important that people here in this country know what's happening around the world. Yes, it's important, but it's important for us. I'm talking to you. You know who you are. I'm talking to us. They're not like us. They're not like us. Yeah? We need to really gain this consciousness. We need to move. We need to come together. We need to act as one people. I see people from Cameroon, from Ghana, from Niger, from Mali, from Burkina Faso, from Kenya. I see you guys here. We need to come together. Because all our countries, and I'm talking about my country first, the Democratic Republic of Congo, which just sold its soul for safety. They are selling their minerals. That's what Trump wanted to do with Zelensky in Ukraine. Trump is doing it with Tshisekedi now in Congo. He says, you want peace? Give me your resources. Change. And that is what Captain Ibrahim Traoré shows us, that we need other leaders. We need other politicians. We need people that are proud, that are willing to stand up for their people. And yes, to die for them too. We have been dying. Our situation is not better. We have been dying. So why not try something else? Why not be bold? Why not grab the future in our hands? And maybe we won't live for it, but our children will maybe see it. And I want to say also thank you for the European allies that are here. And yes, you can clap for them. We need everybody, we need you. And if you hear us talking about us, right, it's not to exclude you, but it's a space for us first and foremost, and we need to be clear about that. We need to know what we want for ourselves before we can invite other people to talk with us about where we want to go. We need to be clear about that ourselves first. And that is what l'Alliance des États du Sahel are showing us. We don't need friends. We don't need the West. We can develop ourselves. And Ibrahim Traoré, and with the industrialization that he is doing now, the infrastructure that he is building, the security that he is bringing, France and Germany and European Union military was in Burkina Faso for almost 14 years, I think, and they didn't do anything. They did not do anything. They did not reach their goals. They did not kick out the terrorists. They didn't bring security, but they were taking resources out of Burkina Faso. They had time for that and money for that and the resources, but to really take care of the security problem that they had in Burkina Faso, they weren't able to. How is that possible? But now they are pulling all their resources to make Ibrahim Traoré fail. We should never forget that. We need us first and foremost. So that is why the 30th of April was called a global call to action to support Capitaine Ibrahim Traoré. And I have been on TikTok and Instagram today, and I have seen London, I've seen in the United States, I've seen in Africa, I've seen, yes, people coming out for Ibrahim Traoré. In Paris, yes, people, African people from all 54 countries of the continent come out for Capitaine Ibrahim Traoré. This is how much love this man generates. He generates genuine love. And when human beings see and feel genuine love, then it's something that they give back. And this is why all of Africa wants a leader like Ibrahim Traoré, and they give back this love to him and to the people of Burkina Faso. And we plead with the people of Burkina Faso to protect Ibrahim Traoré in our name, in our name. And like my Palestinian brother who has been walking next to me the past 17, 18, 19 months now since this horrible genocide in Gaza. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting, and thank you. Yes. Thank you for taking the time also through the horror that you are going and your people to be here and stand with us, because this is what solidarity looks like. This is what unity looks like. This is what coming together looks like. Because what is happening in Palestine is happening in Congo, is happening in Chile with the Mapuche, is happening all around the world where capitalism destroys indigenous life. It's a shame. So, all of you here today, I am so grateful for you. I am thankful for you being here. We have Rachel, musician, singer from Haiti. That's she lives in Germany, in Berlin, and she had to come here for business. And she was unsure if she should come because in Berlin there's something happening for Capitaine Traoré, and if she comes here she wouldn't be able to take part. So she was grateful for this to happen. And I want to thank each and every one of you for making this possible. You made this possible. Rachel, thank you for being here. I would like to pass the mic. Rachel, would you like to say something? Yes, I know it's like I'm jumping at you, but thank you for being here.
Brothers and sisters, and that means not only by skin color, but by all of us who love and respect Africa. This is my message because the whole world is seeing the blatant lies organized by the Western powers, and they think that this time it's gonna pass. It's not gonna pass this time. It's not gonna pass this time.
No way!
It's not gonna pass this time. People in the world are gathering today, and this is how it happens. We think that we don't have the power. We have so much more power than we can even imagine. Being together like this, next time, bring a second person, a third person. This is how it grows. The important thing is that we are here, and with the whole world gathered, this is going to start sending a message. We cannot be intimidated by their lies.
Yes!
That's all I got to say for now.
Thank you.
The next person I would like to bring or to give the mic to, you want to say something? Huh? You don't want to say Miss Herzog is always supportive of all of our causes, be it the Palestinian cause, be it the cause of Congo, be it African causes in general, and she's also here from Burkina Faso. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I would like to pass the mic to Chairman, Chief President of Afri-Eurotext. Yes, my dear friend Daniel, please come to the microphone. Riesenapplaus, bitte.
Thank you very much, Buki. Ibrahim! Ibrahim! Yes. So, I'm going to speak in German because the people hiding behind this building also have to hear. Yes. So, selbstbewusste afrikanische Leadership und soziopolitische, kulturelle Vorstellungskraft im 21. Jahrhundert. Ja, ich fange hier an mit einem Zitat aus einem Roman von Joseph Conrad, Heart of Darkness. Nothing to boast of when you have it, since your strength is just an accident arising from the weakness of others. So heißt es wortwörtlich im Roman. So, Joseph Conrad war ein Verfechter, Unterstützer des Imperialismus. Also dieses Zitat habe ich ein bisschen subvertiert und jetzt heißt es: Nothing to boast of when you have it, since your strength is just an accident arising from the plundering and stealing of the natural resources of the African continent since the transatlantic slave trade till today. And these have to stop now. Ja, die Zeiten, in denen afrikanische Entscheidungsträger und Policymaker als Türsteher und Marionetten von multinationalen Tech-Giganten und Rohstoffjäger fungierten, ist vorbei. Die geopolitischen Institutionen, die unmittelbar nach dem Zweiten Weltkrieg gegründet worden sind, stehen vermehrt in Verdacht, eher Rahmenbedingungen zu schaffen und geschaffen zu haben, damit der afrikanische Kontinent vielmehr als Rohstoffkeller für die Lebensqualität anderer Länder weiterhin missbraucht wird.
Genug ist genug.
Der afrikanische Kontinent wurde seit der Epoche des transatlantischen Sklavenhandels ausgehöhlt. Extravistisches Verhältnis mit diesem Ausdruck lässt sich das Verhältnis vieler Länder der Welt zum afrikanischen Kontinent zusammenfassen. Lobbyisten, Multinationalen, die heutzutage davon träumen, den Mars oder den Mond zu kolonisieren, entwerfen Tag und Nacht mathematisch, statistisch und algorithmisch ausgeklügelte Pläne einer Sicherung von Rohstoffen aus Afrika, um ihre Träume zu verwirklichen. Jedes Land veranstaltet seinen Afrika-Gipfel, USA-Afrika, Europe-Afrika, China-Afrika, France-Afrika und so weiter, Saudi-Arabien-Afrika. Bilaterale Verträge werden unterzeichnet, links und rechts, unter dem Vorwand von Win-Win-Businesses wird der afrikanische Kontinent weiterhin ausgebeutet. Ausgeplündert. Diejenigen, die auf der Strecke bleiben, sind afrikanische Jugendliche, die Generationen über Generationen den strategisch konstruierten Diskurs eines verfluchten, armen und kränkelnden Afrikas internalisiert haben. Ein Diskurs, der mit frisierten statistischen Zahlen seit den ersten Fake-Unabhängigkeitserklärungen der 60er Jahre immer behauptet hat und weiterhin behauptet, Der afrikanische Kontinent trage nur zu 2% zur weltweiten Wirtschaft bei. Die Frage ist, wo sind die Goldreserven, Diamantenreserven, Uranreserven des afrikanischen Kontinents gebunkert?
Ausgeplündert.
Ja, warum sind sie anderswo und nicht im afrikanischen Kontinent?
Ausgeplündert.
Das sind auch Fragen, die junge Afrikanerinnen, die im Mittelmeer ertrinken, aufwerfen. Ein Lokalaugenschein auf einem Marktplatz, also in Afrika, in afrikanischen Ländern, zeigt Marktfrauen auf schlammigen Marktplätzen, die Lebensmittel auf blankem Boden anbieten und mit weniger als 2 Euro pro Tag auskommen müssen. Ein Lokalaugenschein zeigt schulpflichtige Jugendliche, die sich selbst auf einem Koltanbergbau begraben müssen, mit der Hoffnung, aus den Eingeweiden der Erde mit paar Klumpen Koltanerz vielleicht lebendig wieder herauszukommen. Der Kapitän Ibrahim Traoré steht paradigmatisch für eine selbstbewusste neue afrikanische Leadership, die sagt, Schluss mit der Ausbeutung, Schluss mit der Plünderung. Afrika verdient einen grundlegenden Paradigmenwechsel in seinen wirtschaftlichen und politischen Beziehungen, in den Diskursen und Wordings, in den militärpolizeilichen Praktiken, die weiterhin von einem Fortbestehen einer kolonialen und rassistischen Mentalität zeugen. Ich möchte hier zum Beispiel an den Mord an Lorenzo, Rest in Peace, in Oldenburg, Deutschland, hinweisen. Musste dieser Jugendliche wirklich sterben, weil er die Flucht ergriffen hat? Kann man hier von Notwehrsituation überhaupt sprechen?
Nein.
Warum? Das sind Fragen, die weiterhin offen bleiben. Ich möchte auch hier auf eine Momentaufnahme der Reportage des diesjährigen Vienna City Marathons durch den ORF hinweisen, wo ein Reporter afrikanische Spitzenathleten, ich sage noch einmal Spitzenathleten, ja, die sich am Vienna City Marathon beteiligen, als Ware bezeichnet hat. Das ist wirklich eine Schande. Schande. Ja, so ein Wording und eine Marathon-Reportage-Logik versetzt uns in die Zeit des Sklavenhandels, wo die nach den Amerikas, weil es gibt viele Amerikas, ja, Süd, Nord und so weiter, nach den Amerikas verschleppten Afrikanerinnen de jure und de facto als Waren galten und als solches behandelt wurden. Warum fürchtet sich jetzt die Welt vor einer neuen Generation afrikanischer Leadership, die aufsteht und sich mutig und unapologetisch dafür einsetzt, dass die natürlichen Ressourcen Afrikas künftig hin der Verbesserung der Lebensqualität und dem Wohl der afrikanischen Bevölkerung vornehmlich dient und nicht zum Eigentum von markt- und geldgierigen, skrupellosen Lobbyisten, multinationalen und VIP-Clubs wird.
Yes. Jawohl.
Wer fürchtet sich vor einem stabilen afrikanischen Kontinent. Wir haben es erst jetzt echt wahrhaft kapiert. Ein entfesselte und selbstbewusste afrikanische Leadership ist eine Gefahr für diejenigen, die die natürlichen Ressourcen Afrikas zu ihrem Eigentum machen wollen.
Ausplündern.
Ja, wir sagen einhellig hier gemeinsam, Schluss mit der Plünderung. Schluss mit der Plünderung.
Schluss damit.
Schluss mit der extraktivistischen Ordnung der Dinge.
Schluss damit.
Afrika ist nicht arm, sondern es wird arm regiert. Der Kapitän Ibrahim Traoré steht für ein Afrika der Gegenwart und der Zukunft. Er hat die zweite und echte Unabhängigkeit Afrikas heraufbeschwört. Sie steht jetzt gerade und ist weltweit unaufhaltsam.
Yes.
Hands auf, Ibrahim Traoré. Hands auf, Afrika.
Hands off.
Ja, indem wir als afrikanische Diaspora weltweit und vor allem als Black Austrian Community samt Allieship hier anwesend den afrikanischen Kontinent stärken, empowern wir uns selbst. Legen wir den Grundstein für eine Zusammenarbeit auf Augenhöhe und für Lebensqualität auch für die afrikanische Bevölkerung. Ibrahim! Ibrahim! Ibrahim!
La patrie ou la mort. Nous vaincrons. La patrie ou la mort. Nous vaincrons.
Yes, great. Thank you so much, Daniel. Let me just check the time. You know how it is in this country. You don't want to pay fines. 15 more minutes. Yeah. So Rachel just came up to me, and a few people have been coming up to me in this round that we have, and it would be important for us to talk about the national television in Austria, the ORF, and what happened during the Vienna Marathon. And standing here as people from the African diaspora, it wouldn't be right if we don't talk about it, if we don't put the finger in the wound and let them know that what they did on live television, what they did.
We paid for this. Yes.
Die GIS-Steuer, how do you call it?
We pay.
Gebühren, the GIS-Gebühren. Yes. Yeah, so our own television, national television, on live TV, two journalists were talking about the marathon, and they described athletes from Africa as good material or good
Product.
goods or merchandise is the word that I wasn't able to pronounce.
Shame on you.
We are not merchandise. There is a petition going around. Please, if you can, sign the petition, because this is something that we cannot
Accept.
let, as an African community,
Cannot.
pass unspoken and unpetitioned. It's impossible. We are in the year 2025, and this is how they still see us. Not too long ago, a few days ago, these wonderful people from BPPS, Black Political Power Space, thank you so much, organized for our son, brother, cousin, sibling, Lawrence. Really a rally that was it was a difficult rally because it was so emotional, but it was a nice rally because so many people came. And seeing that we are still being treated like animals, being shot from behind 4 times, once in the head, and still having to come together in the year 2025 because our people died, just like Mako Sumufuma here where we are standing at his monument, or Stadtpark Sebanivagwe, or so many other, and the names, we keep on repeating these names and the list keeps on getting longer. And I think that it is high time, like my friend and brother Michael said yesterday in our phone call, that each and every one of us take responsibility.
Yes.
That each and every one of us be the catalyst of change in our own community first, in our own community first. And then touching others in other communities. It is so important that we understand that all of this is intersectional, that all of this has to do, this racism, this sexism, the homophobia, the anti-Muslim hate, anti-Semitism, all this hate that is around us is capitalism and white supremacy, basically. Basically, it's white supremacy. Thank you. Yes. White supremacy has programmed us, like you said, to think this way, to move away from each other, to not care for one another, because that's how they function. If you look closely, carefully, that's how they function. And they have been trying for over 500-600 years to train us to think and act that way. And a lot of us
Fell into it.
fell for it. And I don't even want to say, I don't want to point fingers in anything, but because it's the system, a fish is going to live in water, so, and unless you tell a fish, hey, you're actually living in water, we're just breathing air. Exactly. So you have to move against the grain. You have to move against the system. You have to tell the fish, hey, you're actually in water, or we are actually breathing, all of us, the same air. So why is it that you can treat me differently? Why is it that you can kill me, that you can shoot me, that you can say stuff like this on television, on national television, that we are merchandise?
Justice.
So, once again, we need to take conscious, first and foremost. This is the first step, meeting here together in support of Ibrahim Traoré. Not always meeting when somebody is lost, when somebody dies, when somebody is killed, but when somebody is still alive.
Yes.
And we need to show that support. And like Michael said, we need to read more books. We need to study history.
Yes.
Because all what they are saying and all what they are doing, they have been doing and saying it since 600 years.
Yeah.
But we're not listening.
Lies. Illusions.
Lies. So my wish to you is to go to that petition and sign it. My wish to you is to be vocal, to be unafraid, to follow Captain Ibrahim Traoré's footsteps, and to be proud to be who you are, to look the way you look, to be who you are. We know they not like us. We know we up there. When we look at the United States of America and Donald Trump kicking out women and people of color and replacing them with mediocre white people, we know why they're doing it.
We know.
Because if we were competing on a playing field, they would lose every day. So you need to take back that power. You need to be conscious about your power, your strength, your creativity, your ability to just move through this world with ease, and everything and anything you do will succeed if you trust in yourself and don't listen to the lies that they've been feeding us.
Thank you,
Please,
Frankfurter.
wake up! Read books, study history, Lernsgeschichte. Wer hat das gesagt? Unser Ex-Bundeskanzler damals, also long time ago, I don't even remember his name. Kreisky Bruno, ja? Lernsgeschichte, it always the same shit. Rechtsradikale Regierung in Europa. What do you think they're gonna do with you? You think you're safe? You think you're really safe? Ihr seid die Nächsten. Stand in solidarity with Palestine. Stand in solidarity with Haiti. Stand in solidarity with Chile. Stand in solidarity with Mexico. Stand in solidarity with Niger. Stand in solidarity with Congo. Stand in solidarity with Kenya. Stand in solidarity with South Africa. Stand in solidarity with us. Africa, always, always, always on our hearts, always in our mind, and always moving forward. We are one, standing together. Thank you to each and every one of you showing up here today. I was supposed to go in June with my brother Tarkan to Burkina Faso, but he's going to Tanzania. So our people from Rahma, Austria are not only helping their own Muslim Arab brothers in Palestine and elsewhere, but they're in Indonesia and they're also on the African continent. This is what solidarity is about. Aber wir fliegen noch nach Burkina Faso. Yes, so thank you once again for being here. Thank you, Simon, for the recording that you are always doing. Please, there is Black Info Austria and maybe some fresh Zine, and so please go read the articles, spread the words. This man has been working for over 20 years documenting African life in this country. Go and check out his work. Mishikuru here has been also very active with starting from little children, teaching them anti-racism, and us all, of course. Yes, applause to you. Yeah, even his business anyways, you know, representing with creativity, how you can do something from stuff that people throw away. But we in Africa, we know what to do with this world that has been given to us. We don't destroy it, we build it, we nourish it, we cherish it, we protect it. We have forgotten about it. Since 600 years they have been programming us, but we will remember.
Yes.
Never forget, melanin is here to stay forever and ever and ever. They will never destroy us, never, because we are the original.
Yes.
Yes, where is the petition, mein lieber Freund? Wo können wir das finden online?
Die Petition ist auf mein Aufstehen, und wer Hintergrundinfos will, Mimikama hat eine ganz, ganz tolle Analyse gemacht, und der wichtige Punkt, warum man nicht still sein kann, ist, wenn der ORF Afrikaner als Ware bezeichnet, kann jeder Rassist auf Telegram und sonst wo sagen, der ORF sagt es auch, also ist es richtig, und das ist der Punkt. Ja, und man kann auch Beschwerden beim Publikumsrat schreiben, und ich versuche, dass afrikanische Vereine dem ORF Antirassismus-Workshops anbieten, weil die einzige richtige Reaktion ist, die Mitarbeiter zu schulen. Ja? Und eine Aussage wie bei dem Artikel von meinem Bezirk, dass man sagt, wir sind keinen Grund für eine Entschuldigung. Das ist Schande, ich schäme mich als Österreicher für mein Land. Dankeschön, Applaus. Also der liefert mein Aufstehen.at.
meinaufstehen.at. Dort findet man die Petition. meinaufstehen.at. Bitte unterschreibt zahlreich. We need every signature, weil, wo sind wir denn? Gut. Or group photo, yes. Everybody move together here. In front of me. Everybody in front of me. Thank you for being here. Stay safe. I love you, each and every one of you. Take care and keep fighting for human rights. Free Palestine!
Wow, thank you everyone. Thank you for coming live. Thank you for joining. We are here representing Africa. You want to say something? Yes, thank you guys for joining. Thank you so much for joining. We are here representing Kenya. Yes.
Thank you so much, but don't forget, thank you to
Remember,
you that came here today.
the power, whatever is powering Traore is powering you and me. And you. Thank you. Okay guys, thank you so much for joining live. See you in the next one. Yes. Here there is a lot of people from different countries.
Look who's here! Mamadou is here! What do you know?
Thank you for joining, guys. Thank you for your gifts,
for coming,
for the love. Thank you. People are joining now. So I'm gonna end. Bye.